Alright, so it's been like a week since I was recording. This quarantine has pretty much changed everyone's life because there's really not much content to do, but we still managing to move around and get some parts. I want to give a huge shout out to Mike Chang for Acura Honda Classic for always helping me out sort these parts. On today's video, as you guys can see on the title, and on today's video, the continuing of the video, as you guys can see on the title, is we just got a bunch of spoon parts. We did the oil cap, as you guys saw, the sock, as you guys saw. This is the DC5 spoon mirror glass. I don't know if it's gonna fit. There you go, spoon mirror glass, and that's basically this right here because I took it out. This is the right side. That's basically it right there. We also got the radiator cap just to complement the rest of the stuff that I got. And Mike hooked it up with this. It's like a free paper. It's like a free paper from Honda, not from Honda, from Spoon. It's pretty cool because look, you got the spoons thing right there, and you kind of open it up, and it's like, I'm gonna open it up so I can show you guys. It's got like a bunch of stuff like the S2000, the workshop there with all the engines. It's got all that good stuff there. It's stuff to read here. You know, then for the collector that I always am, that I'm always looking for spoon stuff. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit real quick before we actually get on the installation of the mirrors. So the DC5, as you guys can see, I am picking up a lot of spoon parts. So the DC5 is gonna go a spoon kind of route. I want to try to get as many spoon parts as I get available for the DC5. Obviously I can't get an engine or I can't get a transmission because I'm just not ready to drop $10,000 on a spoon engine. Everything else from there, we have the cap, we have the oil cap, we have the strut bar, we have the socks, we have the radiator cap. Next thing I'm gonna get is the wipers, windshield banner, and then just keep going from there. I do have the June valve cover, so it's gonna be a spoon theme around the June valve cover. We have the mirrors, we have the radiator cap, and I took out the mirror already. This is the OEM mirror. So basically in the OEM mirror, you're just gonna pry it off. This is what you see in the back. You have two little sticks here, which are this right here, this one and this one, and you just gotta disconnect right here. Now this glass has to come off. This glass has to come off in order for this one to go in here. Initially I had never done this, or I had never even looked into it, but it seems like I thought that the glass was actually gonna go on top of this one, and I was like, man, I don't really like that, but it's not. It actually comes off. So I'm gonna try to pry it off. I know, oops, I'm gonna put my out there. I'm gonna try to pry it off, or if not, I'm gonna have to heat it up with like something. I'm gonna have to heat it up somehow and be able to pry it off because it does have a lot of adhesive on it. It comes with 3M tape. If you look at the older spoon mirrors, the glass spoon mirrors, if you look at them, the 3M tape was pretty big. The 3M tape would kind of just cover everything here and all this down here. They actually made them small now in order for them to cover just exactly what you need. Other than that, just keep an eye on it because this is strong, but you might need to use some epoxy, like epoxy or whatever it is that you use. You can find them at a Bounce Auto Parts or your local hardware store, and you might need to use that, but it's kind of like a catch-22 because it's like, okay, if I use this, there's been stories that it has fallen out or kind of gone loose, or if I use the epoxy, it might be too strong. If the day or tomorrow you decide to sell the car and you want to take the mirrors out, you might just crack the mirror. So I'm gonna roll with this. Just keep an eye on it and see where it goes. This is the mirror. I'm gonna try to pry this one off here now. We're gonna go into a time lapse and just continue with the build because it's moving along. At least in the quarantine, it's moving along. Thank you guys for subscribing. We're right now, as I'm making this video, we're at 4,200, almost 4,300. Appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to keep the grind, subscribing, hit the thumbs up for your boy so we can keep going there. Let's go, let's continue.
Just the other day, I saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that?
Okay, so they don't give you enough. As you can see, I only got 3 strips left. That's all I have here. And you want to be able to put as much as you can because you want the mirror to stick to the other side. You also want this to go in, and it's got to stick to this when it goes on the back plating. As you guys can see, I'm still using this for you know, to guide it or whatever. It's crazy because the mirror is actually, you know, blue on the outside, whatever. It's got the spoon thing here, but it's a mirror also on the inside. And in the videos that I've seen, it's not a mirror on you know, on the other one. It's just a plain plastic or whatever. I do have some more 3M. I might have to get some more for here and for like here. So I'll come back to you guys now with that. Let me go look for it. Okay, so I had to go to the auto parts and buy more 3M tape. I also bought the epoxy. I bought the plastic epoxy. So what I'm doing this time around for this one is I'm putting the 3M tape here, 3M tape here, gonna put here, gonna put here, and then I'm gonna do dabs of epoxy on the corners just for it to be held together. I don't want this thing falling out as I'm on the highway, so that's kind of like the best thing I could do. The other mirror actually broke. The OEM one on the right side broke. This one I was able to take it out perfect, but let's continue.
And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need you in mine. Me feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud.
All right, so you guys notice I have the oil cap here and I got the socks. Let's go ahead and put the radiator cap because I have the OEM one, and that's just not gonna cut it if we're going the spoon route and we're doing all that. We definitely have to go everything spoon, which my goal for what I said is that I'm trying to do everything spoon wise for this. So let me show you the cap. That's how it looks. This is the sticker that comes with it, and like I always say, put the cap first and then put the sticker on. I noticed that I got a small leak here on the power steering. I'm gonna have to change that hose. I'm gonna see what's going on. I think I'm missing a screw there. No, I'm not missing a screw, but it's definitely leaking. Gotta check that out. Okay, let's go on with the time lapse.
I forget these thoughts of you. Don't need no reps, I'm in the jet, gon' fly the coop, fly the coop. Shawty, don't play that game.
And that's how it looks. This is how she looks. I think it moved a little bit, but it's perfectly fine. Just gotta clean a little bit there. That's how it looks. Spoon Sport for the win, boys. Looking good, looking good. Now let's continue with the mirrors and get it back installed. That's it. By the way, I also wanted to show you guys that I got the camber kit from Hard Race. I got it here. Let me take it out and let me show you guys. Because as everyone knows, the DC5, when you slam it in the rear and when you slam the whole car, the camber just gets crazy. People tell me, oh yeah, when you slam a car, yeah, of course, when you slam a car, it's science that the camber is gonna go crazy and it's gonna, you know, negative out, but the DC5 is just too much. So I got the camber kit from DC5, I mean from Hard Race. Amazing quality. These are made in Thailand. Once again, shout out to Mike Chang for hooking your boy up, for, you know, helping me sort out these parts. And yep, this is gonna be the camera kit. Now I gotta get John to help me out do the work and go from there. So this will be for another video and we'll continue with the mirrors. Okay, so these, you actually have to take out the plastic that's on the inside, and you got to take out the other plastic that's on the other inside. So you got to kind of put them together before you put them in. I'll show you on that one, or if you saw it on this one. I got to wipe them clean and stuff like that, but they definitely look a lot better. Now let's go to the other side. Okay, so this piece is what has to come out. You have to unscrew this, and it goes on the inside here. So I gotta take this white plastic on and put that on before I put it, just like I did on the other one. Let's go back into a time lapse and let's continue. And there you go, they're both installed now. They look very good. The angle that you get is, it's pretty wide. Let me close the door, see if you can get an angle on it. I want to show you guys. You see? Pretty wide angle that you could get there. And then that side obviously says a spoon engraved there in blue. Looks pretty good. I like it. Well, fairly easy installed. I hope you guys like it. It takes a little bit of time like everything else. Remember to subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Help your boy out. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you like the content, if you like the videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be safe in this quarantine. Stay home. I'll see you guys.